Today, we're going to explore the concept of four-dimensional thinking, where the lines between internal and external thought and reality start to blur. Let's begin by picturing everything existing in the present moment. This is the core of four-dimensional thinking, a perspective that goes beyond the limits of traditional perception. It suggests that our internal dialogues, those silent conversations within ourselves, influence not just our thoughts, but also the world around us. The topics we ponder and discuss in our minds shape our experiences with others and our environment. These inner musings are seeds of imagination, and what we envision eventually materializes in our lives, like scenes projected onto the screen of space. But what do we truly wish to create and experience? When discussing creation, it isn't about conjuring something from nothing. Rather, it's about revealing what already exists in an unseen reality. Because everything fundamentally exists, simply waiting for its moment of realization. Consider it a journey toward realizing this pre-existing reality. Our internal dialogue, thoughts, and visions act as a guide on this journey. Unlike constant mental chatter, our inner voice speaks with harmony and abundance, reminding us that in the fourth dimension's realm, anything is possible. Neville Goddard frequently shared insights on four-dimensional thinking, urging us to emulate God by considering how God brings forth the invisible as if it were visible. This idea applies to our lives too. We can make the unseen visible. To achieve this, we must first harness imagination before externalizing it. Our private conversations with ourselves serve as the birthplace of imagination. They are where what we imagine begins to manifest in our lives. In four-dimensional thinking, we learn to mimic the divine act of calling forth the invisible into visibility. We nurture faith, which Neville aptly described as loyalty to invisible reality. A profound trust in the existence of all things, even if they haven't yet emerged in our physical world. That's why I repeatedly emphasize in our videos that we are the architects of our own reality. We have the power to mold it with our thoughts and shape it through our internal dialogues. The images we hold in our minds are not just fleeting thoughts. They represent a process unfolding before us. As Neville once noted, many individuals, including myself, have witnessed events prior to their occurrence in this three-dimensional world. Since humans can foresee events before they happen in the spatial dimensions, life on Earth must follow a predetermined plan that exists in another dimension and gradually moves through our space. Our senses, despite their strength, often obscure the invisible wonders around us. To truly perceive the unseen, we must liberate our minds from the constraints of sensory evidence. We should direct our focus toward the invisible, feeling and perceiving it until it becomes as tangible as what we can touch. Throughout life, we've been conditioned to believe that reality is defined by our five senses. However, there comes a time in our spiritual journey when we start thinking independently, thinking outside the box, as the saying goes. At this point, we begin to ask ourselves what we truly desire and how we wish to live. In answering these profound questions, we uncover desires that lead us down unique paths. By listening to our intuition, our inner voice, it becomes our compass, enabling us to interpret sensory data from various perspectives. Through this practice, we achieve success and manifest outcomes that are uniquely ours. Some might even see us as geniuses or creative thinkers. By realizing our heart's desires, we gain insights into transcending the confines of three-dimensional thinking, which often traps us in past or future concerns. When we affirm that something has been accomplished, we enter a different state of mind. While the external world may seem unchanged, our perception transforms, revealing a new reality. By aligning our internal dialogue with our vision, we bridge the gap between our desires and sensory data. We no longer feel oppressed or harmed by external circumstances or opinions. Guided by our inner voice, we effortlessly choose experiences from the outside world that lead us along unexpected yet meaningful paths and connect with people and environments aligning with our spiritual journey. This captures the essence of our inner journey, where intuition, internal dialogue, and genuine desires come together to craft a life beyond ordinary comprehension. In the captivating process of realizing our dreams, specific circumstances and information play essential roles. Let's delve deeper into this idea to uncover the hidden truths that can transform our lives. Imagine you've chosen to embark on a new career path. Consider what it would be like if you could already feel the essence of this new career as if it were a reality. To truly experience this essence, we must fully envision our desired outcome with all senses engaged, immersing ourselves in this imaginative world. In this sacred moment, we perform an act of faith, and it is here that profound transformation occurs. This marks the pivotal point of manifestation and four-dimensional thinking. Even if outward reality remains unchanged, subtle shifts begin to surface. New feelings and inspirations arise, and people unexpectedly enter our lives. These connections lead us toward opportunities that go beyond conventional routes. This non-traditional development aligns with what we term four-dimensional thinking. In this mindset, the key is understanding that everything exists now, and our existence is part of this reality. To master the art of perceiving the invisible, it's crucial to liberate your mind from the confines of the five senses. Focus your attention on an unseen state until it feels as tangible as your surrounding world. Here is where imagination takes center stage. A helpful practice is entering a near-sleep state while concentrating on a single image representing your goal, or creating affirmations that assert its completion. These practices shift us into a different state of mind, where we sense that it's already accomplished. Think of your thoughts as a focused beam of light. When you direct them seriously and intensely in one direction, other sensations fade away as if they vanish entirely. Thus, concentration is vital for manifestation. A significant aspect of concentration involves attuning to our internal conversations. Ensure that your inner dialogue consistently aligns with your desired outcome. By observing changes within yourself, you'll naturally notice shifts in the external world as well. It's a harmonious interaction between your inner and outer realities. This process fosters joyful concentration and unwavering focus on your vision, because you realize that the power lies within you. Your internal world acts as a catalyst for transformation, molding the outside world to mirror your beliefs and assumptions. With each day, you become more adept at altering your internal dialogues and witnessing the beautiful transformations in your external reality. Remember, fundamentally, the ability to create your reality is within you. This practice unlocks deep spiritual insight, enabling us to look beyond sensory perceptions to uncover hidden truths. As ancient scripture suggests, since the world's creation, His invisible attributes have been clearly perceived through what has been made, revealing His eternal power and divine nature, leaving us without excuse. Romans 1:20. To grasp our vision, we must understand it operates independently of our natural faculties. We cannot solely rely on our physical senses. We must awaken our spiritual senses to truly comprehend life's mysteries. Though it may contradict traditional teachings about the sensory world, this understanding holds the key to what we call four-dimensional thinking. The belief that everything exists here and now because these events can be observed before they appear in the physical realm. To cultivate this four-dimensional thinking, we need to focus inward and observe our internal dialogues. The conversations we have with ourselves about daily experiences and future visions. I'm not suggesting you get lost in a future that hasn't arrived yet. This knowledge is meant to help you better grasp the concept and manifest your desires for life. For instance, consider when we face moments that seem to convey rejection from the world, or when someone questions our aspirations by claiming we're destined to fail. It might be uncomfortable to hear this, but it all originates within you. Before such external events occur, there are internal conversations. Perhaps something like doubting your ability to succeed, or questioning if you can truly achieve your goals. The doubts that arise from your own thoughts often manifest externally as disappointing words from others. The denial we encounter in the sensory world can reflect an internal doubt or assumption, and the ability to change your reality lies in altering these inner beliefs. All transformations begin within our consciousness. These changes don't occur in the external world as they might seem. Rather, they start as subtle shifts within us. It's akin to a story unfolding on the grand stage of our lives, where the theater of your outer world acts as a mirror, reflecting internal changes. Behaviors, environments, circumstances, and the information we come across serve as the canvas for painting our internal shifts. Through this process, the inner world reveals itself in the outer one. With all sincerity, I hope this concept becomes the key to the transformation you seek, whether it pertains to your desires or spiritual growth. Try not to view yourself merely as a product of your five senses, as this can lead to drifting through a reality that seems beyond our control. To cleanse our minds and adjust our inner dialogues, we must recognize that these conversations are not just echoes of our experiences. They are indeed the architects of our external reality. Initially, this may seem challenging because we assume they shape our reality. However, with commitment, we can gradually shift our perspective. Remember, all change originates in consciousness. Even the future is meticulously detailed and offers multiple paths at every stage of life. Our internal dialogues and interactions with the external world, whether through circumstances or information, guide us toward the future we desire. There are various ways to achieve your goals, through force, flow, or a combination of both. Ultimately, it's your choice. By understanding that all changes happen in consciousness, you can shift your inner dialogue towards proactivity. When you affirm that all power and everything exists now, you enter a realm of infinite possibilities and shape your reality with intention and grace. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found this video meaningful, I encourage you to like and subscribe to our channel. feel free to share it with others who might also appreciate the message. Don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thank you for watching and being here with me. Take care and see you soon.